go with the next one. This is Callado. Diego Mendoza says, "Hi, my name is Diego. I'm a 3D journalist. Last time I submitted my portfolio was a mix of modeling and lighting. This time I would like to get some feedback on the 3D modeling side of things. There are just a couple of new models I can show since I'm not sure I can show the other pair of models yet. Let's take a look." So we're going for modeling. I think I remember your Mendoza, right? Yeah, we already talked about that one last time, so I'm guessing it's this one. Yeah, this was for the competition, Echoes of Caer Aurelia. The first thing I noticed on this one is optimization. There's absolutely no need to have this many polygons here, for instance, on the elbow of the character. And there's definitely certain areas, like all of this extra edge loops that we have on the boots, those are not needed, especially for a game character. You can definitely simplify that. I like that you're going for, again, this like stylized hand-painted look. That's cool. And then you have this one right here. Again, guys, it's the blockiness of your armors, dudes. That's the issue with this one. Optimization is fine, man. And texturing are fine. It's the design principles. I'm not sure. Did you follow a Combat Evolved style Marine Ring World Alpha? Okay, so I'm not sure if there's a concept with this one. It's just, I mean, is it just me, or does this guy look a little bit like old school PlayStation 1, Xbox 360 like level of like details, right? And it's mainly because of the very blocky construction of all of these armor pieces. Nowadays, I mean, this could be a style, don't get me wrong, like this could potentially be a style, but the fact is that we've evolved, right? Like the industry styles evolve, and we don't always have the exact same level of finesse. And in this one, I don't know, is this render? Maybe it's the render, because this one looks actually a lot better than this one right here. Yeah, I just feel they look a little bit too simple in terms of like the hard surface stuff. I'm not a hard surface guy myself. I've mentioned this before. There's another guy, really good 3D artist, Alemensa. You probably guys have seen him here on YouTube. And he does like some really big, like crazy looking like hard surface in Blender, I think. So that's quite nice. I would recommend you check that out, Diego, because right now this one, again, I feel like we're missing that like design principles to really make it look a little bit more appealing. This is way more appealing. Like this suit right here that you did for Samus, I love this 10 times more than the other one because of the interesting shapes that we have. The one thing that I think I mentioned this last time, just finish this one, man. Like this one's ready to go into the production, right? Pipeline. Just finish the low poly and do it. Same for this one. There's a couple of, see, this is very common, and this is what I wanted to. We're gonna do a video about hard surface modeling, or like this kind of like armor pieces. What do I see here? Like this piece right here, right? This like border right here, it's very obvious to me that you just took the basic like topology of the initial shape, you just extruded it and called it a day. And that's not usually how it happens. Like usually what you're gonna see is you're gonna mix things and generate like different kinds of elements. Like for instance here, it could be like a little bit of a ramp, right? So instead of things just like following a perfect edge loop, what you're instead gonna see is you're gonna see this thing so like pushing and creating like a ramp and blending, right? Like harshly blending into the rest of the armor, like this, right? So that kind of like details are way more difficult to sculpt than just like grabbing all of the mask and the edges and continuing them, right? And that's the kind of stuff that's really going to show that you know your stuff, that you know how to control your topology and control your modeling to make things, or to make certain things flow into other things. Like if this thing is like super obvious and super like following the exact same path, it doesn't show any mastery of the thing. Same here, like over here, right? Like that, look at that like line right there. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's uneven. We don't have an even distribution of the thickness of the whole thing, so it looks weird. Then this lines right here. So those are things, especially, and I'm being again a little bit more intense this day in terms of the portfolio review because you guys are asking for it. But you gotta understand that that's the level of quality that they're expecting you to do, and you need to be more efficient in doing that, right? Like it's not gonna, like this kind of stuff, it's not gonna fly on a AAA studio. They want to have like really good construction, really good design language, really good shapes. Again, like this round borders right here, that bold, it's not even round, and it seems like you just grab a face and extrude it out. That's not gonna work. And I know this is an older project, 8 months ago. I understand that, Diego. I'm going there because I'm sure if I start looking at some of the pieces here, I'm gonna find similar things. So you gotta be careful with that, okay? You gotta be careful with those elements.